we are officially hunting elk. Tomorrow is the opener for rifle elk season here in Washington, at least for the east side. I think the west side is open a little bit later than us on the east side, but nonetheless, we're finally back chasing elk. This hunt right here, as always, I expect absolutely nothing to happen. Anybody who has hunted elk in eastern Washington on public land knows just how difficult these hunts are. And once again, it's another year and I really have no expectations. My dad and I, we made it to elk camp first. It's just me and my dad right now. My dad is already sleeping in the truck, but I'm not tired, so I'm just chilling by the campfire, waiting for my uncles and my cousins to show up. I've just been on Onyx looking at various parts or spots to potentially hit throughout this week. We'll start hunting tomorrow. See how this goes. Today I decided to hike into this isolated basin, and this basin back in here is half clear cut and half timber. It's pretty patchy with fresh clear cuts and older clear cuts and just old timber. As promising as this country looks to find elk, they're just not in here. At least not right now. I have not seen a single thing this morning. Well, I guess I did see a rabbit hiking up here in the dark, but I haven't seen a deer, I haven't seen elk. Nothing worthy of mentioning yet. So I'm just sitting on the side of this road and glassing into these clear cuts. Just trying to pick out something. Speaking of not seeing anything, I glassed back across on this ridge and I just spotted a moose. A cow moose. She's kind of in the brush. You can just see her going at it on that bush. But we saw something, so that's a +1. At the minimum, I thought we were going to see at least like a white-tailed doe. But no deer. I will happily take a moose. I just love watching moose from a distance. I don't ever want to get too close to a moose. It's just amazing because if you think about it, when you're glassing clear cuts, you're just expecting to see animals out in the open. If you look at the screen right now, this is a moose, the largest species in the deer family. And she just went behind this small patch of brush and you can't even see her anymore, or at least you can hardly see her. You know, and it just goes to show, like, even though you're glassing at clear cut where you think you're just going to be spotting animals left and right, if they're in a small clump of trees like this, it's nearly impossible to pick them out. So it just goes with the saying, when you're glassing a clear cut, just be very patient. Glass the same thing over and over and over and hope that you can catch a deer or an elk or a moose right when they cross an opening where you can actually see. I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes and I glassed that hillside probably like 6 different times and I finally glassed up this moose. And that's a pretty small moose. It looks like a calf, kind of. It looks like a cow moose that has just recently abandoned its mom, where it has just become independent. I know moose get a lot bigger than that. This is just a young cow moose, which is good to see. I mean, it could have its mama around somewhere, but I've yet to see another moose with this moose, so I'm assuming it's just a young, independent cow moose. It's pretty neat to just watch this moose do its thing, walk around, feed, and right now it's grooming itself. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I'm getting some entertainment this morning because the elk don't want to cooperate. This makes complete sense. That moose that I spotted earlier is a calf. I just didn't see its mom, but now they're both out in the opening and I can see both the mom and the calf. And I told you guys that that moose was like the smallest independent cow moose I've ever seen. It was like borderline calf. And right now it confirms it. It was a calf. And you can see, not only can you see the distinct size difference, but you can also just see the maturity of its face. Mama is on the bottom feeding on that yellow bush, and baby moose is feeding on the top yellow bush. That's pretty cool. I found the bull. Bull moose, cow moose, calf. He's eventually going to step out because I'm pretty sure he's following that cow. Looks like it's one of those little dinky bulls. I'm not complaining. We saw antlers today. Not the right kind, but anytime you get to see antlers, it's fun. I think my favorite part about rifle elk hunting, excluding the small possibility of actually shooting an elk and seeing elk, is the food. Knowing that it's often a difficult hunt, my strategy is go to a vantage point where you can glass and just sit there all day. And because you're just sitting there all day, you're not lugging around your pack all day. So even though it's going to be a little bit heavier, it's worth it in the long run. So when I'm on an elk hunt like this, I bring a lot of food. I've got one summer sausage, some granola bars, Rice Krispie, sour punch bites, egg salad, and brought the jet boil along for some noodles. I don't really care too much for the noodles. It's just the idea that it's cold and I want to drink the broth. That's why I carried this jet boil around, because when it's cold and you're drinking cold water, it just makes you feel miserable. But when it's cold and you drink something warm, it replenishes you. hits the spot. Packing up. I'm gonna walk up this road and peek into the backside of this ridge. Depending on how that side looks, I might stay there for the evening. If that side does not look promising or doesn't have good glassing, then I'll just come back here and sit here for the evening. But it's high noon. I highly doubt anything's moving, so since the animals aren't moving, I'm just gonna go in, kind of explore more of this basin. I've been in here before, but I haven't explored every little nook and cranny, so we're gonna go see what this side has to offer. I think I'm closing in on like 3.5, 4 miles for the day. And I have yet to see one single piece of elk sign. I haven't seen any tracks, no droppings. I haven't even seen like rubs or anything that signals that elk have been in this area. So I'm just gonna keep working my way this way, glassing what I can, and turn back when it's time to head back. If this pattern continues, whenever I finish this route today and I don't see any elk sign, I'm just gonna cross off this basin and start hunting different areas for the week. Just wanted to check this spot in here because you never know. I'm working my way back and I'm glassing on one of the original hillsides that I was glassing from my vantage point this morning. And there's these two white-tailed does, I believe. I believe they're does. And because the sun is beaming on that hillside, those two deer were like shining almost, like clear eye. Like it caught my attention. I was like, man, like that's a really white dot over there. And I threw the binos up and it's two white-tailed deer. So it's good to see that they're moving. I don't know where they went. I'm just happy to be seeing stuff. It's been pretty slow. Saw those moose this morning and then finally seen some deer. My expectations for today have been blown out of the water. I did not expect to see anything today. And I've seen one bull moose, one cow moose, one calf moose, and now two white-tailed does. And the day's not over yet. We'll see what else is in store. This guy doesn't look like he's doing too well. Not sure how he managed to get on my pack, but he did. I'm gonna leave him alone. Let him pass peacefully. that's a wrap for day one. It's dark, so I'm working my way back to the truck. We'll go back to camp and talk with the family, see how everybody else's day went. Maybe they had better luck than I did. Looks about right. Made it up to the top of this mountain. This trip up from where you park to get up here is all uphill until you get to this point. Once you get to this point right here, you just side hill. And we're gonna side hill over to this clear cut-ish area. And we're just gonna go back in here and see if we can't get lucky at first light. Sun's coming up, so should be perfect timing. We turned back around to look on our backside where we're sitting, and we have a bunch of fresh elk tracks, and these are most likely bull tracks. It seems like there's a couple different bulls in here, so this is most likely a bachelor group of bulls. I mean, with how fresh these elk sign or elk tracks are, these bulls are somewhere in this vicinity, which is a very promising sign after how my day went yesterday. I mean, this is what you want, you know, just to know that there's elk in the area. These elk tracks here are big and they're fresh. So, they're around here somewhere. I just gotta hope that they show themselves. It's that time of day again. This is my equivalent to morning coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I will happily drink some kind of broth. Whether that's bone broth or just the broth that comes in these noodles. Sue and I, we hiked up today together. We were sitting here, and then he decided he was going to walk down the road just a little bit to go look at what's on this side. He left all his gear with me. He just said he saw a cow just right down this valley down here, so I'm just going to briefly go and meet up with him and try to relocate this cow and maybe relocate a bull. He's still here. I met up with my cousin, and we're just looking across this little valley. It's very small. It's like 400 yards to the other side. And we don't see that cow elk anymore, but when we're just standing here, we can hear like sticks and twigs breaking across from those elk milling around. It's like 10:30 right now, so we know there's elk in here. So we're just gonna stay here and just wait it out and see if they eventually come out and give us a better look at them. There might be a bull with this cow or cows. We don't know. I just think that there's more elk than that one cow that my cousin saw. There's no point to leave elk to find elk, especially with how hard it is to find elk in the first place. We've been just waiting out this herd of elk down here in this valley all day. shown themselves yet, but hopefully they show themselves sooner than later because it's getting cold and we're running out of light fast, especially with this overcast. We'll see. We know there's elk down here. Is there a bull? We don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's more than one elk. Así. Así. I think it's like 4:50 p.m. We're closing in on last light. I look down towards the valley where we've been hearing all those sticks breaking. I just saw a bull. He's slowly feeding his way up. 350 yards. I just got set up. I just need him to walk out into an opening so I can shoot him. My cousin Sue's not with me. I tried calling him on the radio, but he's not responding. We got a bull. I see him, but he's in a bunch of stick stuff.
6x6. He was kind of in the brush, but from my shot angle, I had just right behind the shoulder, and I sent it down. He reacted like he got hit. It was kind of, the wind's kind of blowing up, so I kind of held it a little bit further back. He reacted like he got hit though, but I'm not too sure because it's too thick down there. Yeah, monster, dude. Huh? I don't know. I hit him though. Yeah, I hit him. He reacted like he got hit.
Like, where did he go?
Right, you see that yellow tree in that gap? I shot him like 10 yards right above that, and he just went straight down. Yeah, he just ran like this.
Whirls like that.
Yeah, because when I shot him, I followed through, right? He went like this, and then he just turned. From my shot angle, I just had that one gap.
Yeah.
But from the camera, I don't know how well it got him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Dang. Like, I heard you calling, but then, like, I wasn't sure if it was you. Right?
I set up for maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and he finally walked out, and then I just sent it down. Dude, fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Told you they were in there, dude.
If you came, I would have let you shoot him. But dude, I tried calling you and you didn't answer. So I was like, dude, I gotta do it.
Like, I heard it going off, but then I wasn't sure.
Dude, I was like, Sue, do you hear me? Sue, do you hear me? Sue, do you hear me? But then you never responded.
Yeah.
Okay, Sue and I, we just looked at the footage. This is like Deja Vu 2019. I filmed right over the elk. And so I thought I had the camera in the right spot. I guess he was a little lower, but you could kind of see his antlers when he was kind of moving around.
You can tell, you can see the antlers though.
Dude, he's a big bull.
Yeah,
When I first laid eyes on him and he was doing this, I was like, no way that's a bull. And then he turned, I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I was shaking so bad.
told you, dude. Just
But
wait for it.
There could be more though.
Yeah, there could be more.
Let's just wait it out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. He's going down here.
He's still walking. Yeah, he's running.
Oh, he's running.
Yeah. I'm gonna die. I got another shot in that bull. He was kind of walking and I had no way of stopping him. I was resting my gun on this little twig that came off of this tree. He was walking and put it right in the front of his shoulder because he was walking. I shot and he just bucked up again and he ran off into the timber. I ran back up here to find Sue, but I don't know where he is. Oh my goodness, man. That bull was a beast. Oh, I hope I get him. Sue and I were working our way back across to where I last shot him. We think he's down, but you can't be too sure till you put your hands on him. There's a lot of shooter anticipation in me right now, but I'm happy to have Sue here. He's pretty confident he saw the rump of the elk, so we'll go over and find him. All right, we made it to this dead end, and this bull is theoretically dead somewhere below us, but it's dark, and so it's hard to pinpoint what the landmarks that we marked across. So we're just gonna have to kind of grid our way down there. It's a lot thicker over here than it looks too, so. You think he took this trail?
Is this him?
Maybe. It looks kind of old. Because you said he almost made it to the timber, right? Okay, I need to track my Onyx. There's no way we see him in here.
Yeah, vi står på något.
Huh? I think he's level up here. Huh? Yeah. So! Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I just found him. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for crying. Oh my God. Dude, I don't deserve this bowl. I'm sorry if I look like a mess. I don't deserve this bowl, but God is always too good to me even when I don't deserve it. Oh my goodness, man. And like I said at the beginning of the video, when it comes to Northeast Washington elk hunting on public land, it's super hard. And when you get an opportunity like this, you know, you don't want to ever have it escape from you. I got him, so. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry for crying. I didn't mean to cry, but sometimes you just can't help it. But I knew we went too low, man.
Yeah.
Dude. Woo! Thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Woo. We got him.
Nice bowl.
We got him.
Yeah.
Oh. You said you saw the rump?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that part.
Yeah, I saw this part over here.
Do you think it's a
think
wall hanger?
He flipped.
He probably you probably saw him before he was probably dying.
Yeah.
And then he probably
Because that rump was right over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at the neck on him.
Yeah, he's hecka big.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. I can't say oh my goodness because I'm in disbelief right now. Oh. I haven't even touched him yet because I want a photo of him just like this. Wow. Thank you, Lord. Oh. Wow. I can't believe it.
I knew these things were like hidden in here somewhere.
He almost escaped.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened on the first shot. We'll have to cut him up open.
Yeah.
But I think this was my my second shot because
that's
I put it right here because he was walking and I was like, it's got to hit him right there.
Yeah, that's a good shot right there.
Oh my
I'll put
goodness.
him down.
Send photos to the family, man. You do the honors. Everybody at home's waiting. Okay. Thank you. Dude, I can hardly move him, man.
Yeah,
I thought my mule deer was hard. This is it, bro. Oh. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Holy. Oh my goodness. This guy's old, man.
Yeah, he's old.
He's an old bull. Today, I believe, is the 30th. Yep, October 30th. So we're gonna notch this tag here and get him legalized. This stump is kind of rotten, but all right. There you go. October 30th. Throw this in the Crazy Elk Tag wallet. And then Sue and I, we're gonna gut this bull out. Let him cool overnight. And then the whole pack will be, the whole family will be here first thing in the morning, packing meat. So unbelievably thankful. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I just hit a twig.
Yeah.
Because like my shot, like when I say it's narrow, like it was narrow. Like I had this, but I think at 350 yards though, like that's like there could have been a twig that I didn't see, just like how I happened on my bear.
Yeah.
but then the thing when I shot him is like I shot him and immediately like he like turned and he just like I just saw him turn and whirl. That's why I was like, dude, he reacted like he got hit. But it could have been that he just looked at where my bullet, maybe my bullet hit a twig.
Yeah.
And he looked at it and he's like, what? That's not right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say, man. Ever since I missed my bow in 2017, I was like, never again in my life will I ever get to shoot another bull like that.
Like, come back. Like,
Redemption. This might be one of the biggest bodied elk I've ever seen. I think the only one that tops it is your 7x7 and maybe Chindu's twin beam.
Yeah.
But in terms of Washington bull though, I think this is the biggest Washington bull I've ever shot. I thought the one I shot last year was big. This guy like, not necessarily dwarfs it, but I guess for lack of a better word, it dwarfs the one I shot last year. Unreal. The only thing I'm concerned about is where did I put this mount? I ain't got room for a mount. He's gonna sleep with me in my room. Jeez. I'm psyched. Like, are you kidding me? Unreal, man. It's dark, so it's hard to get video, but tomorrow, I promise you guys, I will get you guys some good B-roll shots of this bull. All right, we are working on the last part for tonight. We're just gonna gut this bull out, get all the organs, stomach, intestines out of the cavity of this bull, and just let all the air, all the draft cool off the inside. That way the meat doesn't spoil. Granted, it's decently cold, but these elk, their hides are thick and it'll trap a lot of heat. So we're just gonna do that really quick. And then we're gonna leave the bull here, pack out of here, and go talk to the family and make plans for tomorrow. Absolutely in disbelief. I can't believe we're doing this right now. You might not see me, but Sue and I were working our way back to the car. We just got the stomach and stuff like that pulled out so that the cavity had airflow. It's already like probably close to 10 o'clock, and I think we have like another 30 minutes to get back to the truck. Yeah, 9:48. So I think by the time we get back to camp, it's gonna be 10:45, maybe 11. Be back up here in the morning. It's raining. The weather forecast said it was gonna rain tomorrow, but it's already starting right now. So it's gonna be a wet one tomorrow, which should make things a little interesting. But that's a sign off for today. Back to camp we go. Hopefully he's not too stiff. Oh, he's stiff.
Look at that.
That's him.
That's a dandy, dude.
2022 Washington, public land over the counter, general season. Anybody could have killed this bull.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Fair game for anybody.
Yeah, man. I'm so tickled with him, man. It's unreal.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it, man. Dude, I told Komhong, man, I was like, and you, I was like, me, you, Komhong, and David, like, the four of us have been like putting in work year after year just trying to find bulls like this. Yeah. You get them on trail cams, but then you never see them in person. Exactly. And then when it finally happens, it's just like, it's unbelievable. That's the one we saw?
Mm-hmm. See, look at that.
Oh, yeah. He looks just like this.
Just like it, dude. See?
It might be him, man.
Yeah, I honestly think it is him. Because Kashane, his thirds aren't like the very strongest, too.
Yeah.
They shot them out, you could tell. I mean,
It's very distinct. This thing. Dude, I feel like it's him.
I think it is him.
Yeah, that's him. I think this is him.
Just
It
kinda
curves in
goes
like
in.
this.
Yeah.
I think it's him, dude.
Huh?
No.
No, it might not be the one that was the shed, but the one we saw last year. Up there.
Yeah. I think it's the one me and Joe saw last year. So this is the leftovers for the carcass. Got the main body cavity, all that gut piles. Can't show this, but got the bull caped out, loaded in my pack. And then everybody else is packing out the meat. Everybody's got heavy loads. Good. No good. Late thôi. What? Có thở lò. Thở lò. Thở lò. Okay. Good. Oh. Yeah, there we go.
What do you think that weighs?
All right. Got the pack on. Pack feels good. Making sure all the straps are cinched. And then we're off to the truck. Everybody's packs are pretty loaded. Here we go.
Big bull off the mountain. Oh yeah, I said big bull off the mountain.
Making our way back. This is a very awkward load, especially when you're going through the brush. Your antler just snags everywhere and you're just trying to like wiggle your way free. But we're making progress, one step at a time. Everybody wants to shoot a big bull and carry it on your backpack until you have to go through this stuff and have your antlers snag between every little potential route. I feel like I spend more energy trying to maneuver than I do actually like use energy carrying heavy weight. You know, it's funny because in the moment, like, you kind of just want to get back to the rig and get past all the suffering, but once it's over, like, you kind of miss it. So I'm kind of reminding myself right now to enjoy this, enjoy the suck. Wouldn't be doing anything else different than this right now if I had to choose, though. If very, very fortunate. There's a bull right here. I'm gonna eventually have to take him off my pack so that we can put him in the truck, but this is camp. That's our, well, that's a sleeping tent. Basically, what we always do when it's family hunting is we always divide the meat evenly between however many families are present at camp. So right now we're getting ready to divide this meat from my bull evenly between all the different households. Got all the rigs, we got a campfire. We're gonna cook up some noodles, just eat, split the meat, and then head on home. So this is Adam's shop right here in Post Falls, Idaho. Elusive Creatures Taxidermy, and this is where he makes all the magic happen of bringing back to life animals. Gonna be dropping off my bull at Adam's because Adam is hands down one of the best, if not the best, taxidermists around the Spokane, Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene area. If you're around this area, Adam is the guy to go to. Even if you're not around the area, Adam will do your animal and ship it out to you. Obviously you would have to pay shipping charges, but sometimes, you know, if you really care about quality taxidermy, it's worth paying that extra shipping fee if you're not around the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls area. There's not a lot of people out there that I trust with my animals, especially when I'm fortunate enough to harvest a bull like this, but Adam is one of the most honest human beings that I've ever had the pleasure of coming across. So we're gonna drop off the bull here and let him make his magic happen. For now, I'm holding the antlers. I brought the antlers back home just because some of my family members, they haven't seen the bull yet. And so I just want to hold it here so that whoever wants to come look at it, they can come look at it. But this is him. This is roughly a 320 bull. Adam and I put the measuring tape on him and we came out to 320 inches and 6/8 of an inch. So he's just peeking over that 320 inch mark, which it's not really that I care about score because any bull is truly a trophy in its own, but when you get to shoot a mature bull on public land in Northeast Washington, it's, I don't know, you can't be more tickled. I think the most distinct thing about this bull is his character on his 6 points or his main beam. His main beam doesn't point downward like a typical whale tail. Instead, it kind of curves upwards, and this is kind of just the signature to this bull. You see how, let me see if I could do this without making him fall, but instead of this point like going down here like a normal whale tail, it kind of has this little bend upwards, and I think that's what made this bull so distinct. That's why Joe and I, we were able to figure out that this is the bull that we saw last year during Joe's archery elk hunt that we did not get to shoot. And so just knowing that we closed the chapter on this bull is pretty incredible. And also his left G2 right there, his left G2 is kind of wiggly. Just adds so much more character to this bull. Just wanted to give you guys a better look at this bull before I close out this video. Just super stoked with him. I'm kind of losing my voice, so I'm gonna go home now and go drink something warm, and hopefully my throat stops being irritated. With that being said, I appreciate you all watching. For now, we're off to chasing whitetails.